All right, for our Bulldog sketch, I don't know if I can do this in one shot, but we will try. What I'm going to do is start by creating a circle shape for his face. Okay, so I'm gonna hold my pencil back a little bit further and use my entire arm to go around multiple times. Okay, and then from these multiple light lines, I'm going to choose some of the lines that might be the best shape for the head. Okay, so right now, once I have that sort of circle shape, I'm going to sketch out kind of like a half oval shape. Okay, for the bottom part of his mouth, so nose mouth area. From there, I'm going to, at the very top, I'm going to create kind of a larger shape rectangle that hooks on to the top part of his head for his ear. And then this is about the halfway point. A little bit further over on the top, I'm going to create a little bit of a triangle right here for his ear. Okay. At this point in time, what I'm going to do is right here in the center, shift it over ever so slightly. I'm going to create kind of an oval shape that I'm going to make into, I'm going to make into an oval shape kind of like that. And then from that, I'm going to do a little line that comes down. And then from that, I'm going to kind of come over like so. Make a little triangle for his little toofs. Do sort of an upside down rainbow shape, very slight. Bring it up on this side and down. Okay. Now at this point in time, I'm gonna refine these shapes that I have drawn. So right now they're kind of very hard to see on camera. So I'm gonna go over some of the shapes I've drawn. On this side of his head, on the left side, it comes down sort of straight and curves in ever so slightly. Into the ear shape, it kind of comes up, tracing that, and it comes in and up about halfway into this shape and up, tracing along that rectangle shape that I drew. I'm going to dip in and dip up and then dip down right in here. Okay, this shape here has a little bit of a shadow. I'm sketching out the shadow now that happens where the ear meets the face, kind of right in here. This, if I have time, I'll go back in later. This is not quite right, but that's okay. At this point, I am right up to his head. He's got like a little bit of a dip in his head right here, so it comes up above that line that I drew, peaks in the middle, and then comes over to that dip. And then it's a slight curve, slight hill over. And down. And then his ear kind of comes out from here and it's rounded. Okay. And from here, from the ear, it dips in ever so slightly. And then comes out, down, in, and out ever so slightly down here. Okay. Now one thing I noticed is his nose is a little bit off. It needs to be closer to where his eye is. So I'm going to shift that over here, make adjustment. His nose is more like that. I'm just shifting that over ever so slightly. And then I'm gonna make his eye. His eye is kind of like a half circle shape, half oval shape. Comes up out of his nose like that. For the little stripe-a-rooney, kind of comes up the middle almost. It's a little bit, not quite exactly centered. Dip down and around. And then this eye kind of comes up and over. You'll notice that this eye here is a lot bigger than this other one. Okay, so size and proportion matter. And this is kind of a half circle shape as well. Okay, and it ends right here. Right? For the eyes, look at how big the circle part of the eye takes up. It takes up a decent chunk of it, okay? So look at how, so it's a curved line. Okay, let it kind of like so. If you fill it in, it may help you with the shape a little bit. So this is what my shape right now looks like. It's looking pretty good. Could look better always. Okay. From the top of this eye, it comes up the eyelid. I think it's the eyelid line. Kind of comes down and over. I'm going to make that a little bit thicker. The eyebrow kind of comes over, out, and down. Kind of think of it as a half circle shape, kind of like this. Like a rainbow. I would thicken that, but I'm running out of time in this video. From here, I'm going to do the other eye just to kind of make sure I've got it. So this little white part is small. And then watch how the dark part of the eye, how much it takes up of the second eye here. Okay, real quick, highlighted the nose, nose filled in like so. I think my class is waiting for me. Yep. Okay, make this come down. Tracing over my tooth line. Underneath, you have sort of like an upside down bird shape. Looks like that. On this side, you have part of his mouth, nose and mouth combo, kind of humps over like that. You've got this section here. And then you have a little line here, little line that comes up. On this side of his face, I'm gonna bring it in a little bit. It's not quite right on this side. Bring it in, down and out. I would erase this line here. And then the color is a series of upside down triangles. One upside down triangle here, one upside down triangle here. This one's a little bit bigger, I think. One upside down triangle, but kind of shifting this way. One upside down triangle, smaller, much smaller on this side. This one is not quite right. Collar line is smaller here. This goes behind. This I would shift over. This one should be closer this way. Oh, and you know what? I'm missing one. I think I drew one too many. Okay, right here should be another one. Okay, this is the most I got.